and what have you to like fix it all together. And he's like, oh, you're writing over all my lore. I'm like, no, I'm not. Everything's left very open-ended so that you can, you know, add your stuff in whenever you need. Then you see test. Yeah, I can't do shared chat without stopping the whole stream and starting it again. It was a test, but it doesn't work, chat. Sorry. I had to have to stop the entire live stream, and I don't want to do that again. I'm already just tired and stressed from all the crashes and whatnot. But yeah, he brought me into a private like VC and so like, you're writing over all my lore. I said no, everything's left open-ended for you to add anything. He gave me a whole list of stuff like I told you, and I didn't have to really add any of it because none of it mattered because he could not understand the difference between cosmology and history. Hi Red Jelly. Sorry, share chat's not working right now, so you guys can't talk back and forth to each other. Don't worry, this is my stream schedule. There's just gonna be a pillow here, guys. There's nothing explicit here. But yeah, he brought me in, and the main thing that I keep stopping and not finish saying because I keep getting interrupted and distracting myself was that, oh, Sani, you need to think more ahead, and we need to plan these crossovers out a lot more. I stopped myself and I sat right there. I'm like, what do you mean I need to do that? You're the one who's rushed and thrown everything. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, in my Kingdom Hearts campaign, we kind of just threw things together and we didn't think it out. I'm like, yes, we did. I wrote the whole thing down. You ignored my DMs. You didn't respond to my questions. You didn't do what I asked you to do. And then you completely forgot everything. We talked about this after we finished the whole campaign and you apologized to me. And he forgot that he apologized and just blamed it on me. He forgot that he forgot that he apologized and then blamed it on me, saying that it was my fault. And I said, no, that's not what happened. He's like, no, I don't remember doing any of this. I'm like, yes, we did. This happened. You apologized to me and everything. We discussed this. You didn't set everything up properly when I was like trying to get things together so that we can properly dual GM and actually run a campaign together so that we can, you know, practice for later. And when I was writing stuff ahead of time to get things ready for the future, you're the one who explicitly told me to not bother because you can't be bothered to remember. So it's like, this isn't my fault. I don't know why you're blaming me. You've on record told me you can't be bothered to remember to set things up. You can't be bothered to like, you know, do things properly and set up for later and stuff. So you just told me to stop writing and setting things up because you can't remember the plot points and anything that's happening because you're not writing anything down. So you told me not to bother. And now you're telling me it's my fault and that I need to think ahead more when you're the one actively discouraging me from doing so. And you're the one who forgot and apologized for doing so already? It's like, I've been writing all this down to clear things up for the players because the players, I've asked and talked to them, they don't remember shit that he's told them. They don't remember any of his story or plot. Heck, we started up one of his old campaigns recently, a few weeks ago, and we thought that he was going to give us a recap. He said, no, I don't remember anything. You guys do it. And I said, what? You mean you set all this up and was ready to finally start this stuff again? You didn't even bother to refresh yourself on your own story and just asked us to do it for you? It's like, come on, man. I constantly have told you, people don't remember what's happening. People don't know what's going on. I've told you I don't know what's happening and what's going on. No one remembers, and you're just like throwing it to us to do for you because you just can't be bothered. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So you got pinched in it. I've gotten rid of so many people. Yeah, a lot of people. Like I said, my chat has constantly said that I shouldn't be doing this for them. My mods have told me to stop doing it for them. Multiple other people who aren't part of the group told me not to do it for them. Sherry even says that, yeah, these people are just not good to play with, and he'd rather just watch them mess things up. Not even that. We thought we were going to get a recap. He told us to do it. He didn't give us a recap, and he didn't even remember everything either. He didn't refresh himself on his own plot. And then he's coming here telling me everything's too complicated and whatnot, and he can't remember it all. It's like, that's why it's written down. Dare me to say your whole username? Featuring Kenny Inkadidogji. Yeah. Because he's been actively, like, you know, downplaying and, like, discouraging, like, my writing of all these documents. I'm like, I wrote all these down so people can remember. Because no one's remembering your stuff specifically. And everyone's getting confused on how everything works because you're just saying random stuff and not explaining anything and jumping ahead like so many, like, years ahead from before you finish anything, so it's probably explained. The super lewd pose is going to be our stream schedule art. I was hoping to get it done now, but with how many crashes are happening, I probably won't get it done this stream. But I'll keep working on it off stream this time, instead of just leaving it only to be on stream work. But yeah, chat, that's just been BDK what this is about. I'm talking about D&D. Talking about my D&D players and my D&D campaign. That's what I was reading and showing before my stream crashed to the other chat. But yeah, he's been doing that a lot lately, where he's just been forgetting and blaming stuff on me. Like, oh, all these laws, these never happened. You just added them up in their ChatGPT generated nonsense. And I'm like, no. He's like, yeah, this is all ChatGPT generated. I'm like, no, it's not. All these things happened. You just don't remember it. He's like, no, when did this happen? I'm like, yes, it did. This happened in many characters' backstories, everything from the beginning of the campaign, and it was mentioned. And he just kept denying that it happened. Keep in mind, this guy knows he doesn't remember anything and that he has poor memory. He knows that. Yet he's very, very, very adamant on the fact that his very poor memory is correct, knowing that he has poor memory, which confuses me. It's like, you know you cannot remember things properly. Why are you so defendant and defensive of your memory that you know is explicitly poor and bad? Why are you just very, very trying so hard to justify your memory that you know is poor? You should totally draw King Dedede drooling while eating. What? I'm drawing my stream schedule. That's what the title says. I'm drawing my stream schedule. You've thrown bricks at DMs for less. I'm the DM. I'm the DM, Mimic. I'm writing all this stuff for the players so it's simpler, and he just keeps discouraging it. And I'm like, all the players are enjoying this. Like, the players that we still have, like, who are still around, who have read it, are happy that we have this. Like, they're reading it, they're enjoying it, they're having fun, they like it. It's really only just him, because he can't be bothered. Every other player is sitting there reading it, enjoying it, being like, oh, this is really good, this is really interesting. Him just like, oh, it's too much. It's like, you're not the only player. You have to either adapt or just stop. Stop, like, making problems out of nowhere because you can't remember. That's why I wrote these down for you. You play Helldivers and Battlefield 6 and fucking Simple Planes and People Playground. I'm the DM. All the stuff that I've been reading to you, Mimic, is the stuff that I've written for my campaign to make it simpler. He's my second GM who's supposed to, like, help me write everything. But he's been constantly not keeping up with things, doing things on his own, not telling me, doing crossovers without telling me, making big cosmologies and additions to my world's lore without telling me explicitly or fully the whole thing about it. It's like, dude, I'm the main runner of this campaign. I'm the main runner of this cosmology that you decide to be a part of. Your character is sourced from my campaign. Everything you have is sourced from my campaign. I'm the main, first off and end all writer. I'm not writing over your stuff. You're writing over my things. This campaign is mine first, and he probably completely forgot that too, knowing him at this point. It's like I said, I thought I was gonna have to stop dealing with this nonsense when the one metagaming cheating player left, but I did not expect my GM to actively discourage informing the players and giving them information that has been mentioned but not properly made. Because like he's like, none of this stuff was talked about like it was. It just wasn't like really properly explained to you all, so I wrote it down for you so that you know about it. I even wrote down excuses and loopholes. Like I wrote down excuses and loopholes to get them out of situations too. I gave them a cheat sheet. Make me a mod for 6-7 barbershop haircuts and forego if you don't, you're a woman. I don't even know what you mean by make you a mod. I have no idea what you're talking about. You're saying nonsense. Yeah, pretty much how it's been. He's been like writing over like the established stuff. Like the whole ancient thing that I talked about a week ago when I read to you guys the lore of like the gods and stuff was all only his additions. And it's like I already had things established for like how the multiverse works and all the stuff and like how everything operates. And he kind of just wrote over that and pretty much locked anyone out from running it by just saying these are the only people who existed at the beginning of the universe, and they made everything, which includes all of our campaigns. And instead of doing anything with that, he pretty much wrote they made everything and locked them only to his world only, his one only campaign. And it's like, you can't just do that. You can't just make a whole race of people who are at the beginning of the universe, create the whole universe, and then lock them only to your campaign and not allow them to be expanded on by any other players or anything else. There's no point in them being the creators of everything if they do nothing with that and they're only central to your world and plot. That's dumb. So hi VR God, hi. Fuck you mean? You can make moderators of people on YouTube. I didn't know you were talking about that. You're talking about some random 6-7 barbershop. You didn't say shit about YouTube. You just talked about barbershops in 6-7. How the fuck was I supposed to know you're talking about YouTube? You're saying absolute nonsense, bruh. It sounds like a DC thing. I have no idea what you mean by that. That's nothing like that. You're just saying words. Gamer, I want you to think very carefully when you're talking about this. Like I've already mentioned, I'm low on sleep and I'm already very irritated from this. I want you to think very carefully before you accidentally try to rage bait me. when you try talking. Don't pull up that nonsense about the multiverse and DC shit again. He just did something dumb. He made a whole plot thing and wrote anyone out from expanding on it and just locked it to one single world. That's not a DC only thing, gamer. That's in every single form of media that involves a multiverse. Pretty much every multiverse depiction has something called the Prime Universe. This is a common thing. I've even seen it in Sonic fan comics and shit. Sonic Prime is literally called Sonic Prime for that exact reason. Complete reboot of the timeline. Yeah, because that's what I asked him. So, like, I asked him information about them so I can add them to the list of gods. And I said, can you explain to me what these guys do? Nothing. They just create the universe. It's like, that's it? Nothing else? No special traits or anything like that? They just made the universe? That's it? That's all you have? You touted these guys up as big, important people when you randomly dropped them on us without talking to me or telling anyone, and you made it seem like a big deal, yet all you have is that they made the universe and that's it? And locked anyone out from ever making anything more interesting than that? That's stupid. You locked out anyone from making anything more interesting or doing anything with the concept of being a creator of the universe. And all you did with it was that they created the universe. It seems like it, or he's trying to write half-heartedly, because he doesn't like writing nitty-gritty and deep and, you know, actual, like, in-depth stuff. And it's like, well, if you don't like writing in-depth stuff, stop placing your things in very in-depth positions that would require more explanation. Because, like, when he first told us about the Ancients, we were all very confused and no one understood what they did. And when I asked him, I'm still very confused and they didn't really do anything. I'm like, this is... You pretty much built these guys as some big, huge thing. And I asked you for information about them and you told me nonsense. Because he probably thinks I'm just trying to one-up him with my stuff, because I was so taken aback by that immediately next session I said, I'm putting this character here. The Ancients don't exist, they're dead, because he just wrote in a whole thing, and I was like, no, that wasn't fair to do. Even if it was nonsense, I'm gonna try to write it in and fix it and fit it in. Anytime I think my lore is too complicated, I remember, guys, so guys, after stream, Fua showed me his D&D lore. The dude has written everything down to individual plants, and I'm like, oh, I'm not doing anything too complicated. I'm literally, like, doing very, very little compared to what actual GMs do. Fua is out here writing, like, individual plants and stuff and trade routes, which is normal. And Shiri's making, like, a whole, like, handouts and documents for everyone to keep track of, and different world lores written out for each handout for each part of the country in his D&D world for its world building. And, like, that's normal to most people. My players are just completely inept, and they're blaming it on me, and not the fact that they just don't know how to play D&D fully. Because, like, I was very self-conscious about my D&D because my players consistently shit on me on how I world build, how I run, and etc. No, it's not even their first game. At this point, this is like their 5th game, and they keep acting like this. They just don't know how to, like, actually carry themselves during D&D. And whenever I've brought up, like, stuff from other players, like I said before, they just kind of push it off and just say it doesn't matter, they don't understand our friend group, etc. And it's like, it's not that simple. You guys aren't... It's not that complicated. You guys aren't, like, complex people where no one can understand how you're acting because it has something to do with the fact that you're friends. None of that matters. And I've told them this a few times. They just don't care. He went up a year, like yesterday, so now it makes sense. He gets straight A's, not fair. Well, I mean, he's smarter, so he gets to go up an extra grade. That is fair. Yeah, pretty much. Because, like, yesterday, I did the campaign with one of my players, a solo session. Remember the player I kept telling you his lore was being held back because people weren't showing up, so I just started doing solo sessions with him now. Like, he did everything the characters didn't do for, like, the last year they played the campaign. He talked to everybody, got the real story, and made bonds and associations and alliances with people, which is what you were supposed to do. And he did all that and learned a lot more than the players ever did. And the GM was in the chat being like, oh, it sucks to hear that my words meant nothing to her. It's like, yeah, you literally did everything she hated. You didn't bother to understand her. And all you did was piss her off and annoy her. Of course she doesn't give a single shit about what you had to say. Everything you said was completely useless and absolute nonsense to her. She doesn't respect you in the slightest. You said nothing of value to her. All your group is just worthless to her and an annoyance. You've never done anything good for majority of the people in this world. You kind of just finished your quest and moved on to the next. And then forgot about them? And it's like this guy, the other player immediately became friends with her and like bonded with her and learned all of her secrets and why she did what she did. And he's like, oh, all I had to do was just talk to her and prove my point and prove that I was serious about it. And she immediately let me in and told me a few things and offered to tell me more later. It's like, it was that easy. Like, because with everything he was told, he assumed everyone was like super hard and like super complicated and like serious and threatening and like dangerous to talk to, and that it would be hard to get on their good side. And after just talking to each and every single person the party warned him against, he learned that the party was a complete incompetent mess and just lied and just never did anything properly. He's like, oh, you guys are just dumb. Like, he talked to like one of the main villains and learned, oh, he's not actually a bad guy. The party just was extremely unreasonably hating on him and just mad at him. What? What, Hook Drago? The party was unreasonably hating on him. And his excuse is like, no, he was mean to me. He stole my cell phone and got me arrested. It's like, is that it? Oh, he tried to kidnap my friend. He immediately got bored within like a minute of trying to do it and gave up on it. It's like, he blew us up. No, he didn't. Your friend did that after he said, hey, touch me. On the very clear, obvious, if you touch me, I explode button. He's like, I've only had bad experiences with him. It's like, no, you haven't. Everything he did was silly and nonsense. You're just mad you got pranked by another prankster. All he did was throw a flashbang at you. And you're like, that's too mean. It's like, you would have done that with your magic spells. You would have blinded someone with a flashbang and say it's harmless with your magic spells. He's just mad he got pranked by another prankster. And the prankster got away with it. And he wasn't even arrested because of that guy. He was just detained. He was arrested because the warden of the prison that he was taken to was a racist and used an excuse to arrest him. And then he's like, no, I'm not mad at him. I don't hate him. I'm not angry at him. And everyone's like, no, he hates him. He's angry at him. Despite what he says, yeah, he's angry at him. He hates him. Everything he does and the way he treats him is just, yeah, he definitely hates that guy. Fanboy Fitness, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. Say gape horn. You guys just want me to say nonsense. YouTube chat's trying to get me to say nonsense. Hi feminist, how are you? How are you? Gay sex, say get. Yeah, his character got pranked. And he just got screwed over. No. I won't say that. I don't think I will. Yeah, his character got pranked by a scientist. Trans rights are real rights. Like, he treated this guy like he was the worst thing ever, chat. And let me tell you the main majority of his crimes that he actually did do. He flashbanged him and got him detained, which then a racist person then arrested him because he was racist and just wanted him gone. And, thank you. I'm just using Restream's chat setup. And, he stole their nudes. Beyond that, he didn't really accomplish much. He was just kind of a silly Saturday morning cartoon villain annoyance. And when he met someone who knew the guy more than he did, and he was told by that person that, yeah, no, he's not a bad guy. He's just a silly dude. He's not evil. The dude immediately went, I don't know about that. And it's like, you clearly hate him. You hate him. You're literally ignoring the words of someone who knows him and knew him longer than you for multiple years, saying, no, he's not a bad person, just because you hate him. You just hate him. And he won't admit that he hates him. It's like, no, I don't hate him. It's like, you clearly do. You're disregarding other people's opinions on him who know him more than you, know better than you, all just because you got pranked and because he fucked around with you. You hate him. I'm sorry to admit this, but your character who you like to pretend is like a super duper nice and chill guy who forgives everybody clearly fucking hates this dude. Like, he clearly, your character and the way you're acting about him, clearly is just, you hate him. And he's trying so hard to convince that, no, he doesn't hate him. It's like, it's very, very, very painfully obvious. You hate him. Like he's really trying so hard to just keep his character's nonsense in check, and it's like you're just not playing the things correct. You're treating him like someone you hate. Hi, little. Hi. Why do you just keep asking me to say random things? Kenny, why? Yeah. Because when he knows something in the game, he's really good at it. He really knows a lot. Like, when he knows something, he's good at it. But when he doesn't know something, he just absolutely fumbles it. And just makes, like, 50 excuses. Yeah, that's my current huge issue. Because funny, I understand. I'm doing I'm doing all right. I was just complaining a ton. I was about to say I'm doing okay, but I'm not. I stayed up till like 5 a.m. dealing with my D&D players' bullshits, reading over documents just to see if I was truly just getting things wrong. But no, this player just can't be asked to remember anything and then blames it on everyone else, specifically me only now at this point. And it's like, okay, okay, fine. But I'm doing all right despite staying up till 5 a.m. I have my soup here. I'm eating well. Having a decent time. Eating my foods. Your players were just too annoying. Yeah, that's what it seems like most people drop. You want my loaded baked potato soup? I share it. It's loaded baked potato soup again. Oh no! Oh no, where's my phone? Oh no. I don't think I ordered my food for this week. Oh no, I don't think I ordered my food for this week. I'm gonna die, chat. Let me see, can I still change my order for this week? Do I still have time? Or did I do it already? Let me see. No, I still have time. This is the final day. I still have time. No, I won't starve. They give you auto selected food, and I don't like the auto selected meals. I like cooking interesting things. Ooh, chicken cutlets with rigatoni. I'll get that. For Pocky Day? I don't even know when Pocky Day is, honestly. Besides, I should start going back to my commissions anyways. I have to do petites, and I'm getting one. I have one for Fua, and I have one for another VTuber. Blah. I'm looking through this long menu of shit. You have to go now? Bye, Kenny. Flashlights like it's a toy? Flashlights are toys. Black beans? I hate beans. I'm not cooking beans. Coconut curry tofu? No, thank you. Yeah, I don't have any ideas. I'd have to think of an idea, chat. My brain's kind of like... My brain's obviously overloaded with D&D player nonsense and getting things together. No, I'll make some faux style beef noodle soup. Why not? We could. That's a good idea. All right, there you go. Hi, Sharky. Sorry, I was ordering food. I'm drawing my schedule. Fucking YouTube pausing my music. Yes, I'm still watching, you stupid bitches. Yeah, chat. I'm doing my best here for these players. A lot of my players enjoy it. It's they just this dude who doesn't want to bother learning anything, and he's like, "Oh, it's too complicated." It's like, if it's complicated, you shouldn't have collected 5 worlds together. You shouldn't have connected 5 entire like worlds together using your character, because everything you connect and everything you establish, I have to write in what it means. And you should have made oh no, it's not a ball sack. I'm not putting my ball sack on here. This is just for the schedule art. But what was it? Yeah, I was like, if this is too complicated for you, you shouldn't have made your character's homeworld the main center of like so many important things in the universe and kept trying to build up its importance when you clearly can't handle organizing all that importance into anything at all. Like, you made this Bahamut's chosen world created by the ancient gods and made it the center of like big things in the multiverse. Clearly you can't handle actually comprehending all the stuff that the multiverse involves, so why did you take on the responsibility of doing so? Why did you make your world the center of all the connected worlds? Why did you make your world the one that had the most powerful multiversal gods a part of it? Why'd you do all this when you clearly don't know how to handle it? You don't know how to like write lore for your world. You don't know how to write everything together. Yeah, the thing is, he's not just a mate. Oh, hi, Nix. Hi. Shared chat's not on because my OBS crashed twice and I didn't set up again properly. So sorry. But I'll make sure it's set up properly for the next streams for the rest of the week. Because he was the GM, because that's his D&D campaign. He's the GM of that. It's just part of my world. We just do a whole connective campaign thing. But it's like, yeah, you shouldn't have taken this responsibility and made your world so important if you clearly can't handle or comprehend the actual full importance because you just took it on without thinking. I remember a long time ago, he established this thing of there being like certain important people in the multiverse, and there was like 12 of them. That was like 3 years ago, guys. Nothing's happened with it. Like, he just established that and has done nothing with it. It's like, yeah, there's 12 people in the multiverse who are these things, and it's never been brought up ever again, and we don't remember anything about it. Hi, Ethernet. Hi. I broke shared chat again because my OBS crashed twice. So we are not having shared chat today, but we'll have it for the next streams on this week. Tomorrow and Tuesday. In Tomb Point. Clearly. Because, I mean, you guys saw all the stuff I wrote. I like... Can I pull it up here? Hold on. No, he's not copying anything. I could probably pull this up on here instead of switching screens because it's probably going to crash my thing. Where is my window? Excuse me? Where the fuck? I'm trying to find my thing. Yeah, Ethernet, sorry. Hopefully my OBS won't crash again. There isn't even much written because he doesn't like going in the nitty gritty, which is fine, but it's like you can't just discourage other people for doing that. If you want to add more to the story, if they want to add to the nitty-gritty, they should. Glitch, thank you. I'm trying to share a screen, but I can't capture my OBS screen for some reason. I don't know why. Huh. Maybe that's why my OBS is crashing, because I was trying to capture that window. I guess I'll just screenshot it for you guys. Hold on. But yeah, here, look, hold on. I wrote all this stuff to clarify things for players because I asked them if they knew anything and they said they don't. Like, my GM has made things so confusing for them that I was like, okay, I'll write it down. I'll explain to you what Between the Worlds is and how you travel between them. I'll explain what the Void is. I'll explain what the multiverse is. I'll explain to you about the gods and whatnot. I'll explain to you how the gods work and etc. I'll explain the importance of all the dragon stuff because he just threw dragons in without explaining that either. So I explained the dragons. I explained the Council of Merlins just because it was a funny thing to do. I explained all the divine realms and, you know, whatever, so that we didn't have like 50 million gods and we just stuck to the main realms and main gods. So that each universe didn't have its own cabal of like hell, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So that everything was simpler and small. So there's only one hell, one heaven, stuff like that. I simplified the gods so that it was simple and easy to understand and not too hard. And I wrote the history of each world. Like, here's the history of the sci-fi world. Here's the history of the dragon world we played in. Here's the history of the Pokemon world and how it operating the day. Here's the laws of the sci-fi world. Here's the laws of the dragon world that we were in. Here's the laws of the Pokemon world. All of it's there to understand. And majority of these aren't really that long. The God one is like long, and like most of these things explain the backstory of the worlds here aren't that long. These laws aren't that long. Especially the Pokemon and Dragon one, they're very short. Like Yggdrasil is pretty long just because it's explaining all the realms. The Council of Merlins isn't that long, it's just like exposition. Dragons is decent. Is Galactic Metroid. You need to use better words sometimes, otherwise I'm gonna smack your teeth. It's the Galactic Federation. It is a Metroid image, yes. Because I need an image for it, and I'm not gonna draw everything. But yeah, that was I wrote all that stuff to make it simple for the players. Proxy 7 too. Yeah, and then like there's no point in me really drawing all that stuff for players who clearly don't even care at this point. I shouldn't be putting so much effort into that for free artwork when I could just be doing my commissions. I've been doing less and less art assets for my D&D camp because I'm like, my players don't give a shit. Why should I be wasting like money of art time drawing them free art for shit they clearly don't give a fuck about? My crotch pillow that has the word love on it. He's so sorry. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks that my players are just like this. Yeah, that's why I still read stuff to you guys. Like, unironically, I've written more because you guys like what I wrote. And it was very insulting to have my player literally yesterday go, oh, this is all just ChatGPT generated. And it's like, I've written the story for all of our campaigns. I've made sure that everything that you bullshit that you come out of and you make up on the whim fits in some way whatsoever. I've connected all the random shit you keep throwing in every single time, and I organize everyone's stories together so they actually make sense and fit. And I research and I study things that I throw in the campaign just so I can integrate it properly and twist it so that it makes sense. And you're just gonna come and tell me that the laws are generated just because you can't be asked to read it? I was so insulted, and it was like, I don't think you understand how rude he was being. Which is the worst part. It's like I can't even get properly mad at him because he can't understand that saying shit like that's rude. I got mad and I was like, I wrote all this. This is all things that have been established. You just don't remember any of it. These are things that happened. This is not ChatGPT generated. It's like, no, it's ChatGPT generated. Because, like, I've already told him, all I use ChatGPT for is just to generate the layout. Because putting the layout in on Roll20 handouts is literally just a button click away from everything messing up and breaking. But, like, yeah, I wrote all this stuff. I wrote all the plot points down. Like, I don't write huge swaths of lore, history, and essays of, like, historian stuff like he does. But it's like, I still write. Yeah, they don't take notes, which is why we're writing these things down. It's like, I know you don't take notes, so I wrote it down. You clearly don't remember anything, and you can't even remember your own character, your own lore and plot. So I wrote it. Yeah. Because, like, even if I was AI generating it, I still would have to go through, correct everything, and make sure everything makes sense. Because AI fucking does not, you know, keep everything consistent, chat. You still have to go in and write everything, pick everything out, etc., etc. I only use it for formatting, and even then, it cuts out a lot of the stuff I write, so I have to go in there and rewrite everything again and just use the same format. Because, like, I've constantly said, yeah, I've stayed up till 5 a.m. doing this stuff. And I have. Like, it's not, like, I wake up late in the afternoon, I wake up at 3 p.m. If I was generating, I would not be waking up at 3 p.m. in the day to, like, you know, get up. I wouldn't be tired and staying up at late a.m. at 5 a.m. at night if it was all just generated within a minute. I wouldn't be staying up hours beyond sleep. Ah, good girl, Aunt. You're a good girl. Thank you for being here. Good girl. Good girl. Like, I've gone over this with, like, majority of the people that I've done. Like, a lot of... Which maybe just thinks he hasn't read anything I've written properly. Like, at all. Because fucking, a lot of my players read the stuff and they saw, like, oh, look, you put the thing in that you were literally complaining about. You wrote in this stuff that you were literally complaining about. Like, clearly, like, there's stuff in the documents that are literally things I were talking about. Like, in VC. Things I was explicitly complaining about when it came to, like, Pokemon lore and whatnot. And other things and how the world was, like, you know... set up. So, like, I said, I'm gonna add this and do this and put these stuff in here and acknowledge this things, like specific things I've talked about. I've put in the documents and handouts, and my players who actually read it are just like, oh, you put in the thing here, oh, you made the forces of nature actually have a purpose, you actually wrote things in here that weren't in their original lore. I'm like, yeah, I put it in here because I wanted to and I wanted them to have purpose. I put them in, I gave them a reason. And, like, they talked about it, and he has not listened to a single word they fucking said, because he assumes all of it's generated. It's like, it can't be generated if things I specifically complained about, I specifically talked about, I specifically pointed out, I specifically talked about, and things I specifically wanted to change were written there and changed, that don't exist anywhere on the internet. I'm just, like, crashing out, like, really hard, chat. I'm very tired and irritated, as you can clearly see, at my players' ineptitude and insults. What stopped me from running this campaign? The 3 players that actually do care about my plot and story. Yeah, it's like, he's like, I wrote all these documents. Majority of them have things I specifically mentioned and told you that would be in them. They had the Keyblade War stuff that I specifically mentioned. ChatGPT can't just randomly generate Keyblade War lore as part of D&D Sigil, incorporating the gods from Fire Emblem Heroes. That's literally not something ChatGPT can do. You have to actually write these things out and figure out how they fit. ChatGPT can't seamlessly meld together Fire Emblem God lore, Kingdom Hearts Keyblade lore, and D&D Sigil lore all in the one singular thing. Oh yeah, I love this song. This song's great. This is my liked playlist, chat. And it's like, it makes me just think, has he just assumed all the documents and handouts? Has he assumed this entire list? This entire list of things has been AI generated? Like, has he thought everything here is AI generated? This shit has Sonic EXE stuff, which I've been studying for like the last, like, the last, like, long time. Nature of the Multiverse is things I've been explaining from the beginning of the campaign. The Rift Between Worlds is also something I've explained from the beginning and is tied extrinsically to one of my characters, like one of my players' backstories. This sigil is something I've been building up for like the last whole year. The dragon stuff I told him I was writing and making up and has things that connect to specific players and characters from our campaigns. The Council of Merlins, we literally played this before I wrote the handout for what it is. The Yggdrasil and the Divine Realms, I explained to him what it was, and he's like, oh, I didn't know that. And I wrote the whole thing out. The gods, progenitors, ancient concepts are things that I had made up and I put in, that I talked to him about. And Pokemon, I fucking love Pokemon. And I know everything about Pokemon. I know my shit when it comes to Pokemon. I am a Pokemon expert. I am insulted. There's my second crash out of the stream. What about taking the players and running into a new game? It'd be too complicated. With how long and how many worlds are combined with our D&D campaign in this multiverse that we are writing out. He might feel a little inadequate, but he's never shown it. But I wouldn't assume him to be that way. He just doesn't really care about like in-depth details and stuff like that. But I do, and I'm the main writer of this, campaign. I started this whole thing of like all of our campaigns being merged together. I started the whole thing after our first GM from our very first campaign like dropped us. And I made a sequel, and I wrote everything, and I cleaned up the ending of the last campaign by writing an ending for it as well. I cleaned all that up, and I gave him permission to GM that campaign and do whatever he wants and add whatever he wants to it. I gave him permission to do that, and he just took it and ran with so much other shit. It's like, I'm still the main guy. I'm the one who started all this. I'm the one who's in charge of this set of worlds we're in. I let you make your worlds, and I let you connect them, but you have to remember, I'm still the main writer. I'm still the main arbiter of like the lore. I'm still the main person. You're a secondary person that I allowed to like write in the connection of all my worlds. It's like he keeps forgetting that fact. Because I was the one who decided to take up the mantle and be GM. I'm the one who took the responsibility to learn how to be a GM and write everything together. And fit everything together and write an ending for the original stories. It's like, it was me. I did it. I went through all the effort. I did all the work. But yeah, I don't think he feels inadequate because he doesn't care about that stuff, like the in-depth things. Yeah, you have to baby ChatGPT to like do stuff like that. You can't have ChatGPT write a whole story. You have to baby it or do it in like baby and do it in chunks or just write everything. Which at that point, if you're babying it, there's really no point in like having it, write everything at that point. At that point, it's better just to tell ChatGPT, can you write this in a certain way? Like pretty much giving ChatGPT your resume and telling it to polish it up a bit. Pretty much you're just telling it to change words around, use synonyms, which is pretty much the only thing you should really do, like an advanced spell check and grammar check. Like that's the only real use of ChatGPT, just using it as an advanced grammar and spell check and formatting tool. And you just write everything and you just tell it to keep it in. If it removes anything, you just add it back into the format best you can. Because I like writing. Like, dude, I was working at the fucking bank and I wrote most of my lore on my job at the bank. You got your merch box? Yay, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Yeah, like I literally talked about like going to the bank and on my job writing out lore and stuff and typing everything out and bringing it back home from like writing on it on my notepad. I've talked about like all the times I've stayed up writing, researching, and doing all this stuff, and he accuses me of generating it. It's like I've talked so much, staying at work writing, staying up late writing, staying up late researching, staying up late looking things up, staying up late doing all this work, and he just said I generated it. I was so fucking mad. Have you not listened to a single thing I've done, all the work and effort I put in? Did you just not pay attention that much to anything that doesn't involve you? That you just make your own assumptions of how everything goes? I was so mad. I'm very, very mad. Very mad and extremely insulted. And it's like, I've written for all your stuff, for your campaign, your character, for so long, and you assumed I generated? I've written most of your character's stories and arcs he's gone through, and have planned things like years ahead, and it's like, you assumed I just generated it? Man had the audacity to be like, oh, this is generated, it's generated. Like, no, it's not. Yeah, it's generated, right? No, it's not. Yeah, it's generated. No, it is not. Tell him 3 times it's not. These are things that happen. Dude just talks and does not think about what he's saying just because he doesn't like what he sees. I'm a very heated camper. You're gay, sorry. It'd be like that. Like, I didn't think I would get this, like, heated over it, guys, but I think I'm really insulted. My players have done, like, a lot of bad, insulting things to me, but just to say something like that disregards everything I've done for the entirety of the campaign up until this point, is probably one of the worst things they probably ever could have said to me. It's probably one of the worst absolute things someone could have said to me. Probably because they've insulted me and treated me poorly a lot. This is probably the worst thing that actually really offends me. That actually gets under my skin that they had said about me. Because, like, we had all talked about, like, remember when I read to you guys the world lore from my homebrewy document webpage, and I was like, oh, I forgot a lot of this, and it was really important to some characters' backstories, and I went and I read it to them, and they're like, oh yeah, this is, like, really important. Yeah, we forgot about this, and we didn't know about it, etc., blah, blah. And, like, they're like, yeah, oh, this is really funny that we didn't know about this, we didn't remember this. Like, they were like, yeah, oh, yeah, we talked about it, and we even brought it up to him and said, yeah, we forgot about this when we originally wrote the campaign, and he acknowledged us like he did listen, and then he's like, no, you never did this, you never talked about this. Like, we did. We talked about it recently. All of us talked about, like, all of it recently and everything. It's like, we talked about this recently. You were there with us. We talked about how silly it was, and now we forgot, and I put it in the campaign and organized it, and I used that as the basis. Anything in there is a basis for what's happening now and how the laws work. None of these laws are new. Everything is stuff that was written down in someone's backstory that happened to the players or was talked about. Everything written here is something that was already mentioned. And as we did the campaign yesterday, I just had the one player who was doing a solo session in front of the other player constantly go to people, and they constantly just mention the law and mention exactly what happened in the campaign that happened to the players. And explained, yeah, this law was the reason why that happened, or this is why this happened. Here's the law, here's this. Like, yeah, this is why, because of this law. This is why, because of this law. This is why you're being hunted, because of this law. And it's like, all the answers were right there, and it was thrown right in front of his face, and he just stayed quiet and said absolutely nothing. And it's like, yeah, he clearly was probably upset, because he's like, oh, I'm wrong. I'm wrong, and all these things happened in front of me, and I just can't remember it. And I made myself look like a jackass by yelling, saying it was chat GPT generated. From a campaign with all this that was established for, like, the 2 years we were playing. I don't know, chat. I think I'm just crashing out. I already expected very, very little of these players. I expect absolutely nothing of them. I don't expect them to do anything properly at this point, treat anyone right at this point, but it gets under my skin. Yeah, because he's been doing that quite a lot. He's been doing that quite a lot recently, like I said, with the whole, like, oh, it's your fault about the crossovers, when he forgot about apologizing and admitting that it was his fault. Oh, I don't want to bother with this because I keep forgetting, so let's not bother setting it up right now at all. We should set up, and I'm just like, we should set up earlier. You should do that, even though I told you to forget about it because I can't be bothered to remember. oh, I'm making up these things because I didn't remember it properly and I made it up. It's like, dude, here we are starting up a campaign again, and I can't remember anything, so you guys recap the whole thing even though you already told me you don't remember anything. Still playing, I'm playing with the people that just... Yeah, I'm still playing with that group. I know I can't tell like my mod Waffle about it because he told me that if something bad ever happens again to just cut, like, not do D&D for them at all anymore, and I don't want to tell him because he'll try to force me to stop now. And I've told him this. I've told them this, the players, that if they keep fucking around and doing things like this, I'm going to be forced to stop DMing. I know I don't wanna. I like doing it for my players who do appreciate the stories I've written because they're enjoying it. They're loving all the stuff I put out. It's just my one main collaborator is being a pain in my fucking ass. And I don't want to ruin it for those other players just because this one GM is just half-assing majority of the stuff that he's working on with me. I can't, because like I said, it's like I told you guys, the whole multiverse thing is explicitly tied to tied to his world. We started everything based off of the original world that I gave him permission to work on, so I can't remove it now. I'd have to start everything over. No, all the players do know about it already, and all the players like, I don't understand why he does this. I don't understand him. None of that is worthy in justifying a Google Doc, chat members. That's extreme for personal issues. Google Docs should never be used for personal issues. You should only make Google Docs for illegal things, chat. Don't make Google Docs for personal issues. Yeah, it's just him being incompetent. He's not being a bad person. He's being incompetent. And just rude. That's illegal. Made it your mom Google Doc? That's crazy. But yeah, shit like this is why it took me so long to agree to saying that, yeah, I'll DM for you, Fula. Yeah, I don't want to start over and remove everyone's lore from like the last 2 years. Hi, Bunny. Hi, Bunny. Hi, Bunny. Because we've had these characters for like 4 years, like since COVID, and I don't think anyone wants to start over their whole thing and rewrite everything. It's already a pain enough to do that already. I don't want to make that a whole thing. Well, I can't remove him as a player. He's like I said, he's the GM of majority of the campaigns that are connected to this one and the whole like multiverse thing that we had set up for it. So he's too integral to remove. I just want him to get better and stop bullshitting. Because like I said, chat, he is a GM of half of the campaigns. What are you doing, drawing yourself? I'm making my stream schedule art. So I can actually have art for my stream schedule instead of just using a very bright eye-binding screenshot from my website. Yeah, that's how it is. I'm hoping like now these documents are done, things slow down. I'm not taking off this hat, Kerosene. Why is this hot in my room actually now? What the fuck? It's supposed to be October. I feel hot. Maybe I'm actually getting fucking heated to where my body's actually heating up because I actually feel like heat flashes. I feel hot. It's my favorite bowl though. And Kerosene's one of my players, chat. He's one of the best players. He's the reason I keep GMing. One of the reasons. He's one of my good players. I can't reply to you because my mouth is full. Well, fuck you, Katie. Yeah. I'm overheating, chat. You do the RP. This is Kerosine's character, by the way, chat, that you saw me post on Twitter. Sandy D&D art jump scare. Hide red jelly. I'm pretty good at RP. I thought I was not going to be good at it, but I'm really good as a GM now for doing that. Obviously, gay people feel hot when it's cold. Is that true? What sense does that make? I think this pillow and stuff is his legs are too big. I'd be a pretty good ASMR streamer. I don't want to do ASMR streams. I know that if you start doing ASMR streams, you kind of get locked into that box of just being only an ASMR streamer. And I don't wanna. Because I know Sherry's talked about, like, yeah, you kind of just get stuck in there once you start doing it. And you don't want to be known only as an ASMR streamer. There, I had to fix that. My legs are actually fucking long, chat, but I don't like drawing my legs super duper fucking long. You don't really need a special mic, but I mean, it's good to have proper setups, and I don't like have like noise suppressors in my room. My pipe bangs. If anything, if I ever do ASMR, I will definitely title all the videos as scuffed. Because I told my editor, I told Waffle that I would like him to like clip all the D&D readings I've done and like put it so I can make it into like a scuffed ASMR video for YouTube of me just reading all that D&D lore out to you guys. Yeah, with the actual ears. That's the one I think Sherry and a bunch of other people have, yeah. It'd be a nice video. I told him to do it, but he's really, really busy. Waffle's got like an actual job too, chat. So he's busy. I can't rely on him to do everything for me. Yeah, because I mean, you guys liked me reading all that stuff, and it sounds fun. You like watching Soap and Slime ASMR? Soap and Slime ASMR sounds nice, that's why. Hi, Papa. If I'm not interacting, it's because I'm doing sociology homework. That's half your grade? Gosh. Good fucking luck. I'm actually getting hot. What the fuck? I think I actually fucked up my body fucking chemicals by getting actually mad. I think I actually fucked myself a little bit, chat. Insanity Fapping ASMR, that's for the special sites. That'll be for my Patreon if I ever actually do start setting that up. Speaking of special sites, my sites are on sale right now, chat members, for the No Not November theme. If I did a kind of ASMR, what would I do? I'd probably just do like typical story reading, like just random BL stuff, funny. Like nothing crazy explicit. Like explicit stuff would obviously only be on Patreon, but I would like just do like silly things. Like I would just read stories. I wouldn't just do like sounds. I'd just read stories with my voice. Because I don't really understand the sound stuff too much. Moaning? Well, I mean, you can't do moaning on YouTube. They immediately like mark that shit. Like I wouldn't do anything like that on YouTube. What was I eating? Oh, I have loaded baked potato soup here that I cooked. Using my HelloFresh, but I don't have a sponsor for it, so don't get any HelloFresh, chat. They don't pay me yet. Don't get any HelloFresh. Never buy from HelloFresh. I'm not paid by them right now. They're not sponsoring me now, so don't buy anything. But yeah, I would like just do normal stuff, like cute stuff. I want to do cute ASMR. That's what I would mainly upload, just cute ASMR chat. I don't want to like do crazy explicit stuff unless it's on my Patreon. Which even then, that's hard to do without like noise suppressors in my room. Like, unless I get like those foam things that suppress noise, I can't remember the name of them right now. I wouldn't really do stuff like that. Oh wait, let me. Please don't be porn. Please don't be porn. Please don't be porn. Actually, just to be safe, when I open up the tab, let me just click this. Okay, it's not porn. I put this here so that I can look at get my art references, guys, for both of them. Got my Sonic, got my EXE. I deleted all the porn, but I just wanted to make sure, chat. Always gotta double check at this point, especially with what happened the last 2 streams. So now I have my art style and art color references. Hello pros, you just missed me crashing out and fucking on my body chemicals because now I'm actually feeling hot with barely any clothes on in fucking October in my open window room. And you have to... No, I don't eat candy too much, guys. I don't like sweets. Like, chocolate actually makes me kind of feel a little bit pukey, honestly. I feel kind of pukey whenever I try to eat chocolate. Your favorite is the cute ASMR ones? Yeah, I just like reading my little lore and stories because I chat here on the Twitch chat. YouTubers, they love like all the D&D lore I read, and it made me very, very like more open to reading it. Cause am I sick? No, I just crashed out and got really mad, and I think I fucked up my bodily functions. Cause like it's not healthy for me to get actually upset and heated, chat. And I think I kind of like did not do well on my medical things, so I don't feel too good. Yeah, the seal of approval on the Kai too. I'm gonna upload videos of that to my special site later, but that's for later. Thank you. I need to make sure that this is why I actually like have to edge myself out, like occasionally with my anger. Otherwise, it does medically affect me and I do get sick. Because I think I held that one a little bit too hard. Because I was going to talk to Waffle about it last night. And I didn't get to because he was busy and his internet wasn't working. So I think it just piled up and made me kind of sick, actually. Like, it's not physically healthy for me to get mad. Like, actually, chat. I can't really afford that. I have a questionable heart. Like, I have a questionable heart. I don't know if it's healthy or not. Because I don't know. I just know it's not.
Slap that perfect. Prime on the table like a big fucking cock. Show everybody that you have
it's
a big
so
fucking dick today and slap that Prime on the fucking table right now.
You like sweets though, Bunny? Yeah, I don't like them too much. I can't enjoy them. I just don't like the taste of them. Oh no, it's not storing in my venom. I just need like no de-stress. I just shouldn't, do whatever carelessly. Because I already know my heart is bad. Because, like, my dad has a bad heart, chat. And I know that my heart probably isn't the greatest either. Because the doctors, last time I went to the doctors, they couldn't tell me that my medical... they couldn't tell me that my body was okay. Bye, Bunny. Bye, Bunny. Yeah, doctors couldn't tell me that my heart was okay. So I have to actually take care of myself properly. I don't talk about it too much because I don't really know too much about it either because I never got the results before my insurance ran out, so I never got to really figure out what was wrong. Yeah, I'm not for strenuous work. Like, chat, I told you, remember when I went to my church and I was doing limbos? I nearly passed out. Like, I couldn't see, I couldn't hear. I was in so much incredible pain just from doing limbos. Like, I'm not healthy, chat. I mean, I had insurance, it just ran out. So I couldn't get the results at the end. Ran out right before I got my results. Which is dumb, but what can you do? The gym? I haven't gone. Who the hell told you I went to the gym? What was the song that I was playing? Oh, I'll grab it. I can grab it for you. Hold on. Luckily, I still have the YouTube chat open to send you that. Yeah, who the hell told you I go to the gym? I don't go to the gym. Who told you that? I don't have a gym, bro. And if I went to the gym, I'd get touched. I'm not going to the fucking gym, chat. Nor am I paying money to go to the gym. Pinku was offered to go to gym working out with me, but Pinku was in another state, chat. To the Bahamas, getting touched. I think I'm going to Jamaica again this year for my aunt's birthday, which I want to do, even if it is expensive. Because I like my aunt, and also there's like unlimited alcohol at that hotel. Yeah, just put it beside. Because I would wake up late at night with like chest pains. I went to the doctor. They said I was fine. And I said, oh, I was. And then, so let me tell you how I went to the doctor, chat. I woke up with pains in my chest in the middle of the night. I was in a lot of pain, and I went to the doctor. The doctor I've gone to ever since I was like a baby child. Well, I mean, next year I'm going to Jamaica, not this year. But I went to a doctor and he did the checkup on me, and they're like, okay, everything seems fine. You seem all right. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness. I was worried because of my dad's heart condition. And he stopped. Like, he froze and looked at me. Dude, what? I was like, my dad's heart condition. He's like, oh, well, now I can't say you're fine anymore because I didn't take that into consideration when we were inspecting you. And something could be wrong. Does anyone else have your dad's medical records? And I said, this hospital's like, you're going to have to go there and get a checkup there. And I went to that hospital instead. And they immediately were like, after testing me, was like, oh, everything seems well. And the doctor was immediately tapped, told something, and stopped and said, we need to wait for the results to get back. It's like, every time someone told me I was fine, it was immediately followed up with a, sorry, actually, we need to wait a bit more, or we need to check something out. Because it was like, oh, that's not good to hear twice, that I'm fine, and then immediately, actually, no, we need to wait. We need to check something. That's never good to hear second guessing on your medical records.
I knew you would save me, Sonic. You're my...
Never good, chat. Yeah, that was the last thing I heard before I ran out of insurance. Yeah, but I had to go to the doctors that my dad went to because they were the only ones with his medical information on file. Because I got my results quickly from the doctor I went to the first time, but I had to go into the city to the doctors who took care of my father when he had his heart and lung transplant. This is the worst time plap you ever could have fucking done in your life. But yeah, I went to the hospital that was doing my father's heart and lung transplant that took care of him for most of my childhood when he was sick, because they had the information. So I had to, go there to get the proper results, because everywhere's just going to tell me I'm fine, because they don't know about my father. This is really the worst awful plaps you can do. But yeah, I have to go to that hospital because, like I said, they're the only ones with information on my father's condition. It's not my fault that people do inappropriate things at wrong times. It's not my fault that someone would use a car that I made to run someone over. They should know better. You're researching everything. You don't know what anthropology is? I don't know what anthropology is either. I don't know. I can't tell you that. I don't know. No, I was not trying to make a strike so hard, not make it sound like the gun excuse. Hope you get an update on your health as soon as possible. It's been like 4 years, chat. Yeah, I'm not getting health updates. I'm not getting shit, chat. You apologize. At least he said sorry. That's all that matters. Yo, the fembot body. Is there one guy? Oh yeah, true. The elections are still going here though. He hasn't been elected yet. My mom said he was Indian. I could have sworn that man is not Indian. Unless I'm wrong. Yeah, he's super duper likely to win. Yeah, I know that. Everyone loves him. Except the racists, of course, who can't vote in our state anyways. Oh, I see. With all the 9/11 stuff I've been seeing people trying to slander him with, I would not assume he was Indian. Why the fuck are they using 9/11 propaganda to slander him? How weird. Yeah. Why are you jealous of us? Also, guys, I went to Chubby Cattle. That shit was delicious. All the meat was so good. I want to go again. I want to go again. God, where are my friends who will take me out for more meat dates? Where's Twinku? Where's everybody? Where's my friends who are gonna take me out for a nice date so I can eat wonderful meat? Free of charge. Ow. Yeah, I definitely, that's what it seems like now. Oh, that's why. I see now then. Yeah, I went to Chubby Cattle. It was great. You guys saw my video on Twitter, right? I posted it on TikTok and I posted it on Twitter. Yeah.
Can hardly
9 months
believe my
equals
eyes.
baby. Pay me
Bitty.
child support.
I'm not paying you child support. That baby's not mine. Blah. Yeah, I posted the video chat of me cooking meats and stuff. And it cut out the part, because I had CapCut do it, it cut out the part of me, you know, deep throating a tempura shrimp. Petite, should we try the gold next? I think there was still a lot we could do with silver properly. I don't know if we have to go to gold already. I think we should next time, we should get more meat and a hot pot and just like smaller things and obviously not order a bunch of different rices. Like more sushi, more meat cuts, like no pork, just mainly like Wagyu stuff. And a hot pot. And like more of the other side stuff, because we didn't even have any dumplings. Yeah, it's 116k views on that fucking video, boy. Yeah, the pork was a nightmare, but yeah, we should do more like just normal meats. I just don't know when we'll go again, though. Obviously, we're all busy for November. I'm trying to get my parents... Yeah, the salt was so good. I'm trying to get my dad to go for his birthday, but my mom's like, no, I don't want to go there. I should just ask my dad if he wants to go. It does look like special. It could just be like salt from another place, like how there's Himalayan salt and stuff and pink salt. Could just be salt from somewhere else mixed with pepper. Because it's definitely not seasoned salt, because it's only clearly pepper and salt of a different type. Yeah, sure. Why the fuck not? Sure. Why not? Yeah, I want to get my dog. Is the horny boy winning? Yeah, I'm winning. I wish I could afford that. God, I wish I could afford that. I wish I could afford that. My body's calmed down. I'm no longer overheating chat. I was actually considering ending stream because I'm like, I don't physically feel well after that. And I want to make sure I can still play D&D today with my other friend. Other friend chat. Other friend. Other friend. Other friend. Other friend. Other friend. I could show you guys a video if you want, though. Where's the video? I can put my own TikTok for you. Actually, no, I can't. So much effort. Actually, I could just download the video. Yeah, Petite, you're my friend. You're my other friend, Petite. I could just keep the ice packs that come from my like deliveries. Yeah. How get my friend? Let me see. Can I open up this video on here? Can I put this video on here for you guys to see? No, I guess I can't. The video player just fucking crashed. I guess I can't show you guys a video of me at place. You'll have to go on my TikTok. When the music is stopped, do you think I stopped streamed? Yeah, no, it's just glitching out. YouTube's dog shit, as you guys know, when it comes to music. I'd go out with Petite. I go out with Petite and take her to Chubby Cattle. It's nice. Why'd they call you cattle? Oh shit! Did the restream bot finally start working? Why? Why is the restream bot suddenly working now? Does this mean YouTubers can finally chat backwards? Because messages are being sent to the YouTube chat. Let me see. Let me test. Alright, YouTube it just started working. It's working again. More like Twitch comments and YouTube right now since there's no one on the other side. Twitch to YouTube. I think the one YouTuber who typed in the YouTube chat when it was off stream on a scheduled stream to allow me to see what was wrong. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have figured it out. Because they went into one of the chats like 2 a.m. and typed. And I finally figured out how it worked. Which was dumb. I could change this to say stream, but there's no point in that. Hurry to the unexplored land. Shadow, don't make me upset. I don't wanna hear you. Shadow, don't make me upset. Take a nap. Yeah, sure, you could probably pillow. You just missed me crashing out very hard on my D&D lore. Petite and my players. I wrote like the laws for my campaign and whatnot, and one of my players complained about it. About it being too complicated, even though it was tied to a bunch of other players' backstories and things that happened in the campaign. Because they didn't remember, and I just like crashed out really hard and I overheated. Yeah, green. They need to take notes. That's why I wrote it down, Petite. I wrote all this down so that they didn't have to worry about that, because I knew they didn't take notes. But yeah, this one right here, the Galactic Federation Legal Codex, they got very mad about it. Well, they were annoyed at it, saying it was too much and too complicated to remember. It's like, no one knows anything about law. But yeah, I know a lot of more players are better than that. The next Yankee costume, thank you. I rushed made this. Like this is held together by duct tape. Like yeah, the hat's a separate thing. The spirits are all one individual image, not separate either. My hands are separated, but not properly. Like they're very horribly shaded underneath, and you can see. And the clothes are all one thing. So like the strap is not separate, the robe isn't separate, and the pants aren't separate, and the sleeves aren't separate. But the tag on my forehead is separate, but it runs and it looks well, and that's all that matters. Good nap, petite. Oh, are you scared of something? Oh yeah, hurry to the unexplored land. Not let any walls or any obstacles. No, not any wrong moves and it falls off. It just is very, very not properly, detailedly rigged. But it looks well enough and you can't notice it. No, I don't become naked. Yeah, the pants are removable. My drawers and my bulge are actually underneath this model. Like, it is there, chat. My bulge is still underneath this model. I didn't remove it. It's there. You just can't see it. Standing just out of reach. Put on the brakes. But I need to go on. Day after day, I gotta fall behind. You keep me away from being who I am. And my chains on. Hopefully now that I can actually like put people's fan art here as like my thingy, I can start getting more fan art. Need to take Sonny on a date to get me to remove clothes. Take me out to Chubby Cattle. I love that place. Yeah, I hop, see? That's why my model's so bouncy. Look at me. See? I bounce. I like that I made it so that whenever I change my clothes, I automatically bounce. And I just kept that so that even if I press the same button multiple times, it just keeps doing the bounce. So I can just bounce on command. Ah! Ube. I do like rice. I love white rice. I complained, and then Kerosene Lee saw me at the table, be like, oh, "Sir, I need white rice. The machine isn't working. Sir, I wanted the unlimited white rice and the curry. Sir, please. I really want that white rice,
slap
sir."
that prime on the table like a big fucking cock. Show everybody that you have a big fucking dick today, and slap that prime on the fucking table right now.
I just didn't like their fried rice. My taste of fried rice is very specific. Because I like Chinese food fried rice, but some fried rice I don't really care for. White rice is usually just better also just to eat meat with as well. I don't really like fried rice on its own. It's not really good with most meats. Egg fried rice, though, is really, really great. I love egg fried rice. That's the best. We ate quite a bit. Kerosene, do you remember what pieces we ate? We had pork, we had cubed wagyu, we had a wagyu steak, we had other stuff. We had shrimp tempura, we had some sushis and wagyu sushi. I had rice or curry, we had miso soup, which was also limited. I had 3 cans of Sprite. We had some truffle fries, which are really good. I wish I ate more of them. We had some chicken karage, which was really nice. Very, very yummy. I wanted to get the squid, but it didn't seem like it was seasoned. Like, squid's nice, but I don't know this raw squid that isn't seasoned. Though I guess they could have just put salt on it. They had fried calamari there, but I didn't get it. And dumplings. Yeah, I'm a glutton. I wanted more after we had finished eating. Like, I was stuffed at the end, but I would want more now. God, I'm so I'm drooling thinking about it, chat. Blah. Oh yeah, it was amazing. I loved it. He did eat most. I did make him eat most of the leftovers. It was mainly just rice and stuff. I was very stuffed. I don't think I could have finished the tempura. There were 2 tempuras. There were 2 of them. We were gonna share the tempura. There were 2 of them. God, I don't want to go out. I don't want to go out. I want meat. Maybe I can just gaslit them to take my dad there. No, I think I'm just very sensitive to smells. Because, you know, my nose is sensitive. My mom wants to go to... My mom's like, oh, this is not cheaper. The one at Howard Beach is so much cheaper than this. I'm like, yeah, but Howard Beach doesn't give you unlimited Wagyu meat. So she's like, yeah, it does. Like, no, it wasn't there. It's like, no, we just didn't find them. Like, it wasn't there. We don't get free hot pot. We don't get unlimited sushi. We don't get unlimited meats. We don't get unlimited, what is the word? Yeah, I'm on Twitch. Slowly leeching people away from my YouTube to my Twitch. Very slowly. Fake wasabi? Oh no, they had a whole like actual thing of wasabi there too, yeah. Hello, Black Red Menace, hello. Ooh. 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 Ah. I forgot to drink. I'm pretty sure it'd be good. Homework is not that hard. Yeah, the hot pot sounds good. Hello, not Pandora. Hello. I'm good. I came back from I went out and I had my wonderful meals earlier this time. Yeah, we should order the hot pot at the start. I do need food. I want to go out again. I have to wait for Twinku or someone else. I could probably go out with Twinku again and then go out with my boys again in December, but I don't think I could go out with Twinku before I have to go upstate. Or not go upstate, go out of state for Thanksgiving. I want to go again because it's been so long. You want to go out now? That's what I want to do. I want to go out. But Twinku's sick, guys. Dude's been inside for most of this month. Beautiful. Just say you don't like Fortnite. That's how you say it. Or just say no, you don't have the game. Sunny feet. I'm intantalizing them. I am intantalizing the feet freaks. Turn that shit off. Oh, we're not done with the art, but I think I have to end stream because it's almost time for D&D, and I want to eat the rest of my food, so we'll just do this little part here. Yeah, it's free, but you still have to download it, and just say you don't have it. Just say you don't want to download it. Riskiest standing art I've ever drawn on Twitch, honestly. Play Lord X's album again. Only using Steam. Let's draw Sandy's face. I know you guys would love to see my Sandy faces. You can't deny it. I'm the fire. I'm the fire. Please draw his face. I haven't seen him in so long. Fire. I can't deny it. I'm on fire. What am I drawing now? I am drawing my stream art image of me on a sexy bed, enticing you, obviously. I can't deny it. I'm gonna make an all right with like what the my wee wee expose, a loot alt. I might. This is your incubus for the night. As you can see, he's very nervous. It's his first time on the job, chat. He's very nervous. Please be nice to him. Fanboy not ever extremely YouTube feed. Well, YouTube only shows you what you watch. I can tell you that firsthand. You don't believe me that it's his first time? Look at his face. He's nervous. Hello, Joey. Yep, I'm doodling gay. What do you mean is Sonny learns his first time? I guess I did say that. Recommended Outcome Memories videos. Yo, Outcome Memories is coming through. Bye. 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 Go play your insane Roblox experience. Have fun. Oh my goodness, Flower Cherry Blossom, thank you for following. Please be careful with him. It's his first time. Yeah, it looks awesome because I thought about it properly now. Oh, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, Friday, goodbye. I said thanks, Gumshark, thank you. I probably already said thank you, but my brain is kind of slow now. Yeah. That's exactly Sandy. Because that's me. Corny. We're drawing website. Oh, I'm not using website. I'm using Clip Studio Paint. But if you want a free one, I recommend finding Paint Tool Sai. It's very easy to get for free if you know where to look. It's the closest thing to how this program draws. Whatever. Thank you for following, Fembadius. No, not November. That's right. And I'm gonna try and make you nut on this November. They may already doing non-stop nut November, my friend. That's what I thought. I know you exactly, chat members. So lock color. Quecky? Is that a drawing program? I mean, I'm very happy with this one. This is where I draw all my art in. This is where all my brushes and tools are in and all my settings. Plus, this cost me money. Yeah, it's one of my favorite faces to draw with Sandy. I used to draw it a lot, and I stopped because I drew it like 3 times in a row, and I was like, oh, I gotta waste this space so much. Well, I mean, Clip Studio is a good program to pay for. At least it was. Eggy, thank you for following. It's hard to pirate Clip Studio Paint. That one's like nearly impossible. But you can get Paint Tool Sai for free if you know where to look. I am stretching my butt. Hold on. Let me pull my cheeks. Use Procreate for a YouTube channel animation. A fellow underrated artist like you. Whoa. Well, I like the complicated tools in here. It allows me to do more complicated things. But yeah, a lot of art programs are free and simple. But if you want like stuff with like a bunch of extra tools and stuff, I'd recommend like Paint Tool Sai. Thank you for subscribing, Axio. Just use Fire Alpaca? Yeah, I know a lot of artists who used to use Fire Alpaca. Well, I knew a few. I am a horned creature. That's me. The Sani schedule. At least we have an art picture to actually go with it. I don't know if I'm gonna put clothes on it or not. I might not. Maybe I just won't put clothes on it. Maybe. Who knows? You know what I am? Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god, my chair is stretching right now. With no pants. Blah. Bullied Sani is your favorite. I know what you are. You're a bully. This is a beautiful image, honestly. Alright, let me save it. Weirdly attracted? I don't know if it's weird. I was, and now I'm finally gonna finish it, but not today. Well, we'll continue it later. It's time to end stream since I have D&D in 30 minutes, okay, chat? Let me see if there's anyone we could raid into. At least I'm raiding in the Twitch viewers. YouTubers, you're not going anywhere. You're homeless. You fell on the stairs? Crazy. Is there an alt? There's no alt yet. Is any of my friends live? It is a Sinister Minds album. None of my friends are alive. All right. Well, I guess we'll just end stream here then, chat. Bam, 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 bam. Yes, 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 yes. I will see you all next stream, chat. Yes, yes. Good night. Goodbye. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for coming. Sorry about the crashes earlier. At least everything's fine now. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye-bye. Bye, 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 bye.